Starting with an even more scuffed version of the Cleveland Browns than normal, I'm spinning this wheel of overalls until we go 20-0. Whatever overall this wheel lands on, I get to pick any player from the corresponding rating and add them to my team. Obviously, 99 overall is the highest rating, 80 overall is the lowest, and we start with a pretty solid 94 rated. And luckily, I do get my choice of any of these 94 rateds. And I gotta make sure I'm smart. I gotta make sure I'm methodical with all my selections today because this team is so bad. Like, Myles Garrett's gone. All the higher rated players are gone. So as of right now, literally any player at any position would help us. But it's like, do I go Derrick Henry? Do I go TJ Watt? I could get Justin Jefferson, or I could just go ahead and get my quarterback. But the more I think about today's challenge, fellas, I think the choice is clear. Hopefully my low IQ, dumb hick self is actually having a big brain moment for once. I mean, it was a pretty tough decision to start off today's challenge, but you can't go wrong with Lamar Jackson. You might be saying, RBT, that's such an obvious decision. Like, it's not a big brain moment at all. But like, I could have held out for a 99 Josh Allen, a 98 Matt Stafford, a 96 Joe Burrow. But with us being in the AFC North, we do play the Ravens twice this season, so hopefully stealing Lamar Jackson from them will make it easier for us to beat them both times this year. But unfortunately, for our first simulation, Lamar Jackson is all we get. Dude, if we go 20-0 this season, this might actually be posted as a YouTube short instead. Not really a surprise, boys. Honestly, 5 wins is more than what I expected. But now we have to remove the 94 overall from the wheel, and we continue to do this, and if we make it through the entire wheel without going 20-0, I owe you boys 2 copies of Madden 27, which unfortunately for me, there's a good chance I might have to give away more copies by the end of the video, but more on that later. So again, 94 overall is completely removed as an option for now. Anything but like a low 80, we actually get a 97. That's actually huge, which also gets removed. And brother, do we have some choices. Puka Nacua, Trey McBride, Pat Surtain, Max Crosby, Fred Warner, or Trent Williams. And I'm not kidding, dude. I don't know what to do. Like, Lamar obviously needs a #1 receiver. Could also use one of the best tight ends in the game. But I don't think we're ever going to go 20-0 if we don't have ourselves at least one premier pass rusher. So Max Crosby it is. I mean, Max is great and all, but I feel like I'd just rather have Myles Garrett back. But now with Lamar Jackson and the new addition of Max Crosby, will we be able to win more than 5 games? I mean, being completely realistic, like for adding just 2 players to a really bad team, this isn't bad. I mean, at this rate, maybe the team ends up going 20-0 earlier than expected. I mean, maybe we can if the wheel will land on a 99 rated this time, which it, funny enough, just passes that up for a big old 81 overall. Definitely an instance where I'm thankful I can remove it. I mean, I don't even know if there's a single 81 rated player out there that'll even make that much of a difference. Another tough decision, boys, but we win Micah Parsons. And at the end of the day, by the time we hopefully go 20-0, he'll turn out to be a pretty good wide receiver 3 for us. But in the meantime, let's see how much of a difference he makes as our wide receiver 1. Okay, dude, like, how's that even possible? So somehow adding Micah Parsons to the team made us worse than what we were before we added freaking Max Crosby. This definitely dropped the old morale by at least 20-30 points. So to get that morale back up, we need this to be a rather massive rating. And it could be a lot worse than 89. There's got to be at least a couple of decent impact options that are 89 rated. So there are some decent options. You got Jake Matthews, Drew Tranquill, Minkah Fitzpatrick, A.J. Brown, Justin Herbert, Brian Burns, Nico Collins. We can get ourselves our running back. We also do need a good corner, which is exactly why I decided on Quinyon Mitchell. Now, unfortunately, I don't feel like one cornerback is going to make that much of an impact, in this first season. But it's all part of the process, boys. I mean, as long as we win more than 4 games this year, I'll be happy. I mean, I suppose some progress is better than none, but I just don't know how we've added Lamar Jackson and Micah Parsons. We really added freaking Max Crosby and Quinyon Mitchell, and we're winning as many games as we did just with Lamar Jackson. We better get a big, impactful player here, fellas, or you might see a 31-year-old grown man crash out. I mean, 93 is not bad. Like, what's our biggest needs right now? Probably running back. We definitely need to add some premier offensive linemen. We're just never in a trillion years going to go 20-0 with Joe Royer as our tight end. Defensively, I obviously got some big needs as well. Maybe we need new safeties, new linebackers, another pass rusher. What options do we got? Derwin James, Roquan Smith, Chris Lindstrom, Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas, CD, Aiden Hutchinson, James Cook, Kyle Hamilton, Drake May, or Brock Bowers. Like, how am I supposed to choose from this, dude? Because, like, I literally need every single one of these positions, dude. So I made what will probably end up being a pretty controversial decision because we don't necessarily need this position. Well, we got CeeDee Lamb. It's like, now with Lamar having CD and Micah Parsons and the 2 young rookies to throw to, we probably can hold off at wide receiver for a while and start to focus on our other needs. I would absolutely love, though, if we could just show some life this season and maybe even make the playoffs. I would actually crack a smile for once. Oh my god! dude. From 5 to 8 wins to 4 to 5 to now 6. And I don't feel like this can get any better soon, because I do feel like we're due for a stinker, which I guess it could be a little bit worse than 85 rated. We'll find somebody that can help us out. And there's actually some half-decent options here. Ultimately deciding on the highest rated rookie in the entire game, Nicholas Eamon-Wari. And again, you gotta think about my dumb hick, low IQ, big brain moment, because in this video, it's a bunch of one-year simulations done over and over again. With him being 85 overall rookie in the first season, he's gonna progress higher than anybody else potentially that's at 85 rated. I mean, we need the help in the secondary too. He brings us up to an 80 rated. I just hope we can just make the playoffs or do something positive this season. Dude, we're literally getting one win better every season. I guess at this point, give us 13 more seasons and we will go 20-0. But you know what can expedite that? That's a big, fat, juicy 99 overall player here. And we're not going to get that, but we get a decent 88. A tough decision here. Do I go kicker? Do I go fullback? Which, to be fair, there actually are a lot of very, very good potential 88 rated players. And as always, I just don't know which direction to go. Which we did finally decide to go boring and upgrade our offensive line for the first time. Which, unfortunately, in this simulation, I don't feel like that's going to do much. But how funny would it be if we did go from 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 wins this year? No, we got worse again. Dude, I'm telling you, at this rate, there's just literally no chance we ever go 20-0. I got a really, really bad feeling that the old bank account's gonna take a big hit today. I mean, how many overalls are left here? Like 14? We're gonna have to start improving, and we're gonna have to start improving fast. 99 would be a good start. Not 84. There's just no way an 84 overall player is going to make that big of a difference. There's at least got to be somebody fun here. Okay, there's a couple players I'm having to decide upon here. Colston Loveland, one of the best young tight ends in the game, but tight end is not that impactful in simulation. Where on the other hand, Sam linebacker Leo Chenal here is the highest overall Sam linebacker in the entire game. So do I go arguably the best young tight end in football, or do I go with the highest rated Sam in football? Oh, dude, I feel like I'm going to regret it, but I went with Leo. I actually passed up on Colston Loveland, dude. And yet again, we're going to have to trot out Joseph Royer this season. If we go backwards again this season, dude, I'm crashing out. Let's calm down, regain composure, reset, and hopefully get a banger here. Which, 95 rated, not too shabby. Oh god, you just know I'm gonna make the wrong decision here, dude. Oh, I have to somehow choose between Bijan, JSN, Quinn Miners, Tristan Wirfs, Nick Bosa, Creed Humphrey, and my Tennessee Titans best player, Jeff Simmons. Oh, just kill me now! Sometimes, fellas, you just have to make a tough decision. And sometimes that tough decision is Bijan Robinson. And let me tell you something, boys. I feel like that's going to end up being the biggest upgrade we made the entire video. Running back is so important in simulation, and we've been running 75 overall Dylan Sampson. 95 for the Bijan Robinson. I'm telling you, I'm going to predict it. I'm going to put this good energy into the universe. He's going to lead us to our first ever playoffs today. Now, if we continue to get worse here after adding Bijan Robinson to the team, I might just say screw it and just go ahead and enlist into the Marines. Yes! Boys, it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. But Bijan, you sexy boy! We actually had ourselves a top 10 offense, and our defense still sucks, unfortunately. Lamar not doing too bad. That running game was immaculate. Hold on a second, dude. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Joe Royer is the best tight end in football. But yeah, dude, outside of Max Crosby, we just can't have Malik Collins as like our number 2 pass rusher. We got to get him some edge rush help. Like, obviously, it doesn't matter if we win the Super Bowl or not, because the whole entire challenge is to go 20-0. But I do want to see if we can make it there, up the vibes a little bit. Yo, at least we didn't get first rounded. But we're finally starting to get somewhere, boys. About 10 more players we still have to add. So what are the odds we can go from 9-8 to 20-0? Be a good step in the right direction. We get a big, juicy player here. Maybe like a 96 rated. Or a 90 will do. That 80 is going to make me so mad in a minute. Okay, we could take Sauce Gardner, but like we do desperately need an offensive tackle. We don't have a will linebacker. We don't have a tight end, so Travis Kelce would be interesting. Like, I don't know if it's just my crippling anxiety, but I feel like I'm making the wrong decision literally every single time. Which, man, hopefully Christian Darrisaw was the right choice. Brother, Christian Darrisaw might be the best player of all time. How on earth did this happen? Like, I will say, I do feel like there's definitely a lot of luck that goes into it, but for the first time today, there's part of me that does believe 20-0 is possible. With the left tackle addition, the offense went up from 9th to 3rd in the National Football League. Defense somehow improved. Lamar got better. The running game got extraordinarily better. 2 1,000-yard receivers. And dude, Joe Royer again, 10 touchdowns. Like I might not even need to add a tight end. But will 14-3 in a first-round bye finally lead us to our first Super Bowl appearance? With the MLB season in full swing, the NFL season right around the corner, not to mention the World Cup, that'll be the perfect time to tell you guys about my special hookup with today's sponsor, SeatGeek. True story. You know how I just said you can get World Cup tickets on SeatGeek? That's exactly what me and some of my YouTube pals already did. We already got our World Cup tickets on SeatGeek. It'll be a fun time, But it's not just sports tickets that you can get on SeatGeek, as there's over 70,000 different events listed on the app. You got comedy shows, concerts, music festivals, obviously sports, and more. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the planet's #1 rated ticketing app. Now, I know I already mentioned that I already got my World Cup tickets on SeatGeek, but it goes deeper than that. I've gotten every single ticket to every single sporting event I've attended since 2019 through SeatGeek. I just went to a Red Sox game. Guess what I did? Got my tickets on SeatGeek. And I promise you, there's a real good reason I'm such a SeatGeek stan. Because not only is it so easy to use, they also always got your back. Because every ticket on their platform is rated on a simple scale from 1 to 10, so you know exactly when you're getting a good deal. And when you're looking for those tickets, make sure you look for the green dots, as green means good and red means bad. And every ticket on their platform is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I got a code for you guys, as you can use my promo code RBT10 for 10% off your next tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek with my promo code RBT10. But will 14-3 in a first round bye finally lead us to our first Super Bowl appearance? God dang it, dude. We got beat by the 7 seed. But I believe, boys. I believe. Can we, please not follow that up with the 80 rated? I mean, eventually we are going to get the 80 rated, but hopefully not now. No, stop it. Stop it. Bad, dude. Horrible. Actually, hold on a second, brother. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're bringing back an original Brown. Which, forgive me for this if you feel like this is cheating. There's just no way that Harold Fannin's going to have normal development in Madden 27. I'm bumping that up for the rest of the video. Bite me. I mean, I don't think that's going to make, the biggest difference in the world or anything, but I do like to be transparent around here. Bringing the team up to an 85 rated with an 89 offense and 81 defense. I think the offense is potentially 20-0 caliber, but I do feel like, I know it's boring, but we do need to start focusing a little bit more on this defense if possible. Watch us get dramatically worse since Joe Royer isn't starting at tight end anymore. I mean, there was just literally no difference between him and Harold Fannin. That's insane. But we move, boys, we move. With a big 92 overall edition, which there aren't actually that many options at 92 rated. We do need defensive tackle. We also could desperately use another cornerback at the same time. I don't think we have a good starting free safety, which also at the same time, we still do need another pass rusher. I don't feel great about it, but we did go with a new #1 lockdown cornerback, which I mean, I don't feel like it gets any better in the NFL than Derek Stingley Jr. and Quinyon Mitchell, which let's see if that duo in the secondary can bring us back to the playoffs here. So it's not a first round bye, but we take it. Ooh, top 3 offense again. Did our defense improve at all? It did, up to top 10. Good year from Lamar. Great season from Bijan. Again, it's was that Harold Fannin edition just completely pointless? He's just putting the same numbers, a 67 rated tight end. Stupid. It's still, I gotta find a way to improve the pass rush. How funny, dude. We added Derek Stingley and we had Quinyon Mitchell, but it's Tyson Campbell that ends up leading us in interceptions. Now, can we please, at least just for the vibes, make it to our first Super Bowl here? We have an incredible opportunity here to get revenge. Wait, I simmed too far. Did we win the Super Bowl? No, we didn't. We're the freaking Giants. But again, not terrible. But it's the big elephant in the room right now, fellas, is what we have remaining on the wheel. A big enough difference to win an extra 5 games and go 17-0 in the regular season, leading into an undefeated playoff run to finish the season 20-0. I don't know, but we're here to see it. I would definitely love to go ahead and get one of these 99, 98 rated so we can really get some juice, some big fat firepower added to the roster, which... Ooh, we're gonna get close to 99, but we can definitely deal with the 91 for now, which we passed up on free safety last time. The question is, do I do it again? We get Kirby Joseph. We also get one of the best guards in football, one of the best tackles in football. We don't have a good Mike linebacker, and we get ourselves an absolute stud of a veteran in Mario Davis. But screw it though, brother. Went with Kirby, which takes our team to an 87 overall, 89 offense, 85 defense. That's definitely Super Bowl caliber, but I still think we're quite a ways away from being 20-0 caliber. So let's see how much of a difference the stud free safety makes. All right, a game better than a year ago, earning ourselves another first round bye. So I would take that as a positive. I feel like we finished top 3 in offense every single season. But did we see a big jump defensively? Yes, we did, boys. For the first time into the top 5. It's like I really believe if we could add ourselves a premier wide receiver, which Denzel Boston was our leading receiver this year. That's not what I was expecting. But if we can add ourselves a premier #1 receiver and add ourselves a pass rusher on the other side of Max Crosby, I'm telling you, I do believe 20-0 is possible. But I would definitely feel more confident in that being a possibility if we could just make it to the Super Bowl for once. This has got to be some sort of sick joke, dude. A top 5 defense in football gave up 42 points to the Chargers. So I think that is proof, my friends, that this next edition, if we're going to go 20-0, it needs to be defense. And it's going to be a big, fat 96 rated, which I will say is going to be tough passing up on Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I do think this choice is rather obvious, boys. We've desperately needed help alongside the defensive line for a long time now. So why not just go and add the highest rated defensive tackle in football? Which that addition of Derrick Brown brings the squad up to an 88 rated with an 89 offense and an 88 defense. I mean, like, I know we're still going to have to add some like mid 80 rated players, some low 80 rated players, but like that would still be a big addition if we could add a middle linebacker. We have 67 rated starting there. And then like offensively, I mean, we could still upgrade the offensive line with some mid to low 80 rated players. You know what the realistic goal is right now, though? 15 wins. If we can get 15 wins in one of the next few simulations, I do wholeheartedly believe that 20-0 is going to happen sooner rather than later. Right on cue, fellas. And the funny thing is, if you look at that prior week's score, we were one game away from going 16-1. Our 2 losses the entire year were against the Patriots and then the Bengals in Week 18, dude. We are close. We are so close. I don't like the fact that we gave up 51 points to the Bengals that last week, so we still do need to add defense, but brother, I am excited, and I feel like there is a possibility that we complete today's challenge. Offensively, for the first time today, we finished #1. And defensively, I'm honest to God surprised we were #2 considering we gave up 50 points last week. Lamar Jackson with his best season yet. Bijan with one of his best seasons. Denzel Boston, 1,200 yards, 17 touchdowns. Not what I expected at all. So if we can add ourselves, I'm telling you, add ourselves one more good receiver and have like a good receiver playing in Denzel Boston's spot, I'm telling you, his offense can be even more deadly. And then defensively, Derrick Brown obviously made a big difference, and yes, he did those, as we actually had 3-player double-digit sacks. Alex Wright with 11.5 sacks, not what I expected, but not complaining. So surely our best record of 15-2 can lead us to our first Super Bowl. My voice cracked, dude. I just turned 31. Yes! Oh, has it been done, boys? 27-20, we beat the Bills, and then put up 51 points on the Indianapolis Colts. I look at this real fast. I gotta decipher this. 51 points is crazy. Lamar with 7 touchdowns. Bijan, not bad. Denzel Boston, maybe we don't need a better receiver than him. Bijan out of the backfield. What in the world? But surely, brother, we don't lose our first Super Bowl after putting up a 50 spot in the AFC Conference Championship game. We stole their good young rookie in Nicholas Emanwari. So hopefully, in his first time playing against his former team, he can take them down and bring the Browns their first ever Super Bowl in the quest of a 20-0 season. Not this year. Oh, you best believe this next edition is going to get us over the hump, and we're at least going to win our first Super Bowl. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if an 83 rated is exactly what we needed. There's got to be like a half-decent 83 rated middle linebacker, right? Ooh, Ernest Jones or Terrell Bernard? I took Ernest since he just beat us. Which, to my surprise, like I know an 83 rated isn't huge or anything, but from going from a 67 starter to a 83, I thought our defense would go up a little bit more, but we are now currently 89 rated across the board. Can this be the squad to make NFL history and go 20-0 for the first time ever? I feel like 15-2 is going to be hard to repeat, though. I mean, like, I can't be mad. We went backwards by 2 games. We still got a first round bye. Maybe this will be the season we finally win a Super Bowl. Offense went back a little bit, but again, can't be mad. Finishing second in football. Defensively, I think when it's invisible, that means we finished the same as we did on offense. So I guess second defense in the league, too. Lamar with his best season yet. Bijan with a good year, although he didn't really run for a lot of touchdowns. Dude, why is Denzel Boston all of a sudden like the best receiver of all time? It's just crazy. And like, can anybody tell me why Alex Wright is finishing with more sacks than Max Crosby? Like, if we can get ourselves another premier pass rusher to replace Alex Wright, this team could honestly finish with like 60 sacks. Now, can we just please win a freaking Super Bowl for once? We've made it back. Definitely like to see it. We barely got past the Jags, barely got past the Patriots, and now it's time to barely get past the Giants. Actually, I hope we can put up another 50 spot in the playoffs. It has been done! Thank God, dude. It only took, what, about like 15, 16 simulations, but it has been done. 35-10. We have finally won the Super Bowl. And funny enough, our Sam linebacker ends up winning Super Bowl MVP. But boys, you know what this is? This right here is a monumental step in our journey to going 20-0. And like, outside of the 82 overall player that's left on the wheel, we still got some bangers, dude. Like, even at 86 and 87 rated, like, that's still a quality starter. So you might not be able to see it, but we still have a 99 overall. Still have a 98 overall to add. But the question is, who do we get to add for this next simulation? I prefer one of the big boys. We don't get a big boy, but we get a very high quality starter and an 87 rated. I think the move is probably looking for offensive line, which you got Kevin Dotson here. Zach Tom's an option. Sam Cosby is an option. We got Big Darnell Wright. All right, fellas, what's the play here? I think, honestly, I'm not going to drag it out. I think I'm going to go Sam Cosby just because he's got the puzzle piece. Brings the old squad up to a 90 overall with a 91 offense and 89 defense. I don't know if we're going to be able to improve any more of the offensive line, but even if we don't, I still feel like we got a solid unit. I mean, even like Spencer Fano here at right tackle, he's a rookie, so like he's going to progress quite a bit. Zion Johnson's not terrible. It's like at this point in time, though, I still feel like we're looking for at least one more good wide receiver. Again, I wouldn't be mad at another offensive lineman. And then defense, we still have a couple of holes. Like, we still probably need to get a better will linebacker, and absolutely have got to, one way or another, add ourselves a premier pass rusher. But with how random today has been, boys, like, who the frick knows? Like, maybe this is the season where we go 20-0. We went 14-3. Lost to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson, which is strange. Lost to the Packers. And the rest of the season, the only team we lost to were the Bills. Now, it would definitely make me happy here if we won back-to-back Super Bowls, which we're not gonna, I don't think. Wait, what happened? Wait, hold on. You're telling me the Lamar Jackson-less Ravens just made the freaking Super Bowl? Hold on a second. Who even is their quarterback? Aaron Rodgers, by the way. Hold on. He had to have run the Lamar Jackson offense. Did Aaron Rodgers, he ran the ball 100 times this season, leading his team to the Super Bowl. Hold on. I just gotta see for myself. Okay, they lost. Good. All is right in the world. Oh, it's coming down to the wire, fellas. 4 more simulations, 4 more players to add to go 20-0, or you guys win 2 copies of Madden 27, with a chance for you guys to win even more. Because if we don't go 20-0, by the time we add 4 of these players, we're going to reset the wheel, keep adding players from the new wheel, and then it'll get crazy. I'll explain more later. But in the meantime, can we just go 20-0 so I can save the bank account a little bit, please? Stop it. Stop. Stop. We finally get ourselves one of the best players in football as we get to add a 98 overall, which is by far our biggest decision of the entire day up to this point. Jahmyr Gibbs would have been great, but we already have Bijan. No need to waste a selection doubling up at running back. Christian Gonzalez wouldn't be too shabby, but we already have 2 really good cornerbacks. Penei Sewell is definitely an option. I mean, like, George Kittle would have been an option if we didn't already have Harold Fannin. But fellas, I've been telling you guys, I've been screaming that we need ourselves a premier pass rusher. But here's the thing. Micah Parsons obviously would be phenomenal. But it's like, do I wait? Because obviously, we have Myles Garrett just sitting there waiting on us. But it's like, if I go Micah Parsons here, I probably shouldn't double up and take Myles Garrett later, because that would just kind of be a wasted position. So it's like, do I wait for Myles Garrett, or do I go ahead and add ourselves arguably the second best pass rusher in football? So if we pass up on him now, like, we could get ourselves the best tackle in football. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this decision right here could completely like make or break this challenge. I went ahead and did it, fellas. I went ahead and added ourselves Micah Parsons. But it's like, how much of a difference is that actually gonna make? As that brings the team up to a 91 overall, 91 offense, and the defense to surpass the offense as a 93 rated. I mean, you got Derrick Brown, Micah Parsons, and Max Crosby all rushing the passer. Like, we honestly might finish this season with 3 players over 15 sacks. But what a freaking addition. And now it's time to see how impactful it truly is. Like, this genuinely could be the moment where 17-0 regular season is on the table. We went 15-2 before. 2 wins away from going undefeated in the regular season. And I have a very strong suspicion that in that particular season, Micah Parsons could have been the difference. So let's see if the team can get it done, make history, and become the first squad in NFL history to win 17 games in a single regular season. Imagine we do that just to lose in the playoffs. Oh my God! There is no chance. There is no way. We just went 16-1, and our only loss of the season came last week. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I am sick. I am sick to my freaking stomach. We start off the season 16-0. Only to lose to the Bengals by 3. My master plan is coming together, though. We lost in overtime. We lost in freaking overtime, dude. My master plan, though, you will see why I ended up making that Micah Parsons signing. Because we got to do some sabotaging to these Bengals so this doesn't happen again. But how crazy is it that we're literally an overtime away from going 17-0 this season? Max, I don't know if I should be happy that we won 16 games or upset. God, dude, so close. So freaking close. We still have time, though, boys. We still have time. Finished with the National Football League's #1 offense. And defensively, I think that also means we finished #1. So, like, no wonder we won 16 games. Lamar balling out. Bijan balling out. Like, what the frick is going on with Denzel Boston, dude? Like, 23 touchdowns is nuts. That's more touchdowns. That's double the touchdown total of Harold Fane and CeeDee Lamb and Egbuka combined. Excited to see the sack totals, though, boys. Okay, we didn't have multiple players that were 15 sacks. Got close, though, as Max Crosby, Micah Parsons, Derrick Brown, all with 11.5 or more. But, like, surely after going 16-1, we got to win our second Super Bowl of the day, right? Oh, we did make it, boys, and that's tough because if we win this game, that means that overtime loss to the Bengals Week 17 is the difference in us not completing the challenge this season. Does give me hope for the future, though, because we still have a few players to add to make us better. But, like, I don't know. Like, it takes a lot of stars to align to win 16 games in a season, much less 17. So, like, it's going to suck. We don't failing the challenge, so we lost in freaking overtime. But let's see. I mean, it was domination from start to finish. Beat the Broncos by 30. Beat the Bills pretty much by 30. And I would like to assume we're about to do the same thing. The LA Rams here. 28-20. We win ourselves our second Super Bowl of the day. Again, 3 points and an overtime Week 17 loss away from completing the 20-0 challenge this season. But surely, man, with a couple more additions, this squad will make it right back and hopefully a step further and hopefully save my bank account. Like, after all that, can we just, like, not get the 82 rated? I would even like, you know, to get the 86 rated here. But it looks like we're going to miss out in the 99 and go with the freaking 82, which I guess there's like a few positions, like maybe D-tackle 2, maybe corner 3, or like will linebacker that could use an 82 rated. Oh, this is tough. There's a reason I'm not going to take him, but Travis Hunter would actually be nice because we could play him at both wide receiver and corner. But we're not going to do that. We're actually going to be adding Tyler Booker here because he's going to start for us at left guard, which is a decent 4 overall upgrade from Zion Johnson. Also, a big reason that I added him to the team, comes in as a rookie in-game, only 21 years old, even though he doesn't have the awareness to face the right way. But despite the IQ problems, he's 21 years old, and he's a rookie in-game, which means he's going to progress a lot this first season. So that 82 might turn into like an 85 overall. At the same time, he follows me on Instagram, so that's a big boost. But the big question, Mr. Tyler Booker, are you going to be the big, monumental difference in us going 16-1 and 17-0. God dang it, we went backwards. We lost to the Vikings, then lost to the Ravens. Like, what was the point in me getting Lamar Jackson? Just for them to sign who? Probably Aaron Rodgers to beat us? Like, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, running the Ravens offense. I'm sure that's going to work out well. Okay, that sucks. Hopefully that never happens again. And we lost to the 49ers. Unfortunate. Hey, at least we made the Super Bowl again. And we won it again, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because we still haven't gone 20-0 yet. It all comes down to this, man. This entire challenge. 2 more players to go. A 99 and 86 overall. Kind of desperate here that it lands on the 99. So it basically means we get 2 simulations with them. And boys, we did get a little lucky here. Let's go add ourselves our 99 overall player, which is 1 of 3 options, boys. It's either Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, or Lane Johnson, which we could still use another premier offensive tackle, but it's not going to be him. We already have Lamar, so it's not going to be Josh, which leaves us with Jamar Chase, bringing our squad up to a 93 overall across the board. And again, you want to know why I got Jamar Chase, why I set this up? Imagine we had him instead of the Bengals here. So strategically today, we have taken Jamar Chase from the Bengals, who we play twice a season, and Lamar Jackson from the Ravens, who we play twice a season. So you'd hope that would be like 4 free wins this season, but freaking last year we lost to Aaron Rodgers and the Ravens. But here we have it, boys. Can this be the team? Can this be the squad to not only make NFL history, but to save me a little money? I mean, if just a couple seasons ago, our squad went 16-1, and that same team got to add Jamar Chase, you'd like to think there is a realistic possibility to go 17-0. The good news is we don't have to get it done this season, because we still have an 86 rated player to add if we don't go 20-0 this year. But so I can manage these cortisol levels, I'd really like to go ahead and get the challenge completed right here and right now. Oh my god, dude. My IQ might actually be above 90 after all. Would you look at week 18, brother? Hold on a freaking second, dude. There's so many close wins. We beat the Packers by 3. We beat, I'm assuming, Aaron Rodgers and the Ravens by 5. Barely got past the Jets. Then we beat the Ravens 51-0. Literally, our last 4 games in the season were all decided by 6 points or less. Week 18 won by 3. And by the skins of our thick old shafts, boys, have became the first team in NFL history to finish a regular season 17-0. But imagine, though. Imagine after all of that, we don't win the Super Bowl and fail the challenge. And I see, how did the Bengals almost beat me, though? Because, like, they don't even have Jamar Chase anymore. Juwan Jennings, by the way, they signed him out of free agency to replace Jamar Chase, and he actually outplayed him. And how did the Ravens almost beat me? They didn't even have, like, 170 yards of offense. They had Josh Dobbs this time as their starting quarterback, by the way, and somehow he almost beat me. That scares me, because I'm telling you, dude, if teams like Josh Dobbs and the Ravens can almost beat me, if Juwan Jennings and the Bengals can almost beat me, there is a very realistic shot that one of these playoff teams end up beating us. And that's scary, dude. The Bengals are in the playoffs. Oh, we gotta hope to God the Broncos beat them, dude. If I get knocked out of the playoffs, if we fail the 20-0 challenge, because Jamar Chase's old team beats us, I'm going to be mad. Won't be happy. Let's take a breather, see how we got here. It doesn't shock me that we had the NFL's #1 offense. I'm assuming same thing defensively, which we did. Lamar Jackson, 51 passing touchdowns. Bijan, good season. Looks like all the touchdowns went to Jamar Chase. 28 touchdowns, 1,800 yards. Not bad. Not bad at all. Poor Denzel Boston's been shafted, brother. I'm not going to lie either. A little shocked that our sack total wasn't higher. But dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, I could care less. I could care less what our stats are, as long as we can win 3 more games and win the Super Bowl. All right, first playoff game, please tell me it's not the Bengals. Literally, anybody but the Bengals, and we get we get the Bengals. Oh, it's actually unbelievable, man. They beat the Broncos by 6. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. I mean, like, yeah, we already beat them twice this season, but, like, both games were close. We only beat them by 7 week 1. And as you saw just like 3 weeks ago, beat them by 3. If the Bengals ruined this challenge for us, after we did all that, we stole Jamar Chase from them, I'm going to be so mad, dude. But surely not. We're a 96 overall team. They're 84. Come on. 1 win to advance us into the AFC Conference Championship game. We got a 41-10 win. Massive victory. That's exactly the statement I wanted to make here, boys. There it is. The man shows up when we need him to the most. 11 grabs, 114 yards, 3 touchdowns. They actually signed Tyreek Hill, apparently. So they replaced Jamar Chase with Tyreek Hill and Juwan Jennings. It's honestly not too terrible. But officially now 18-0 in the season. 1 win away from the Super Bowl. But we got to get past Josh Allen and the Bills, which we did already beat them this season. But again, it was by 4 points. Come on. For 19-0, boys. I'm just going to simulate straight to the Super Bowl. And if this simulation ends and we're not in the game, that's not good. It is good. It's very good, because we have to take on the Los Angeles Rams, which officially means we are 19-0, and by a single point, dude. By a singular point, dude. The nutsack's getting tight, boys. 24-23. We get the win somehow, some way. Oh my god, dude. We are playing with freaking fire right now. DJ Moore balls out. All we have to do is take down the 1 seed Rams, and we have done it. We still have an 86 overall on the board, but I really don't want to have to use it because I want to complete the challenge right here, right now. Oh, we didn't play the Rams in the regular season, so we're going to have to send it, boys. We're just going to send it right here to hopefully become the first ever 20-0 team in NFL history to complete today's challenge to save the old bank account. Brother, please, I beg. This is like 18, 19 simulations in. Yes! It's been done. It hasn't been easy, but yours truly in this magical wheel has officially built the NFL's first ever 20-0 franchise. So if you are enjoying these dumb Madden challenges, you can click right here to watch another one.